What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Florida State's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows to have success in this game against this defense is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense, their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses a defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win, so it'll be a fun individual matchup.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but soon he's looking deep. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 40 yards down the field before it's finally stopped.
And man, it has got to be so rewarding as an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call, and that's exactly what we saw there. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide-open receiver.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. Hey, no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground.
Ball is free. The ball goes out of bounds through the end zone. It'll be a touchback and a turnover for this offense. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense comes out for their first possession of the game. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Here comes the heat. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense trying to take it back. Touchdown, Florida State. How about this defense taking one back to the house? They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep 2 hands on the ball. That time, he got hit, the ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Coming out with it, it's Adams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. They'll run play action. 7.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got a man, it's Bernard. Gets it out to the 20, that's not enough for the first down. 4th down coming. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Here's a heat. Incomplete, and they tried to catch him flat-footed on 1st down, but the defense was ready. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Snap to the back. Running into the open space. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. Shows him the stiff arm. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Forced out of the pocket. Wide open spaces. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a 1st down.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Looking for the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Noles!
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum. And that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders. Defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Penn State has the lead right now inside Beaver Stadium, but it hasn't come easy. They're in a tight one. They're up by 7 over Nevada. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all...
There he goes. All out of space. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play in there inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great team defense on that one play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. And to open the second quarter, they'll start with a field goal try. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Spins away from the defender.
And if I'm the running back, I'm going to listen. O-line, can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
Oh, what a cut! And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. It's almost incomprehensible to think the Noles failed to break 17 points 10 times a season ago. That's a year after being prolific, Jesse. So what are the keys to regaining some form?
No, Reese, I think it's the quarterback.
He unleashes a long one. Got it! Touchdown, Seminoles! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
Lining up for the PAT. Just got a little casual with it and blew the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the scoring play coming on a 56-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Simpson. The sure hands. It's Bernard. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. The give to the tailback. Plows through the defense. And that penetration left him nowhere to go. Dodged a couple, but he's knocked down for a loss. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He caught it, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Florida State.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Simpson.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Safe completion on the screen. And they got him in the end zone for a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
Here's the return.
Returner brings it out to the 40, and your Florida State Seminoles will take over.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Might be changing the route. And the Noles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. But jet sweep pass. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Noles! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it back looking for help. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Pressure coming. Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You can see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Bringing the heat. Fires deep on the run. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown tie. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Right down the middle. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. It's a running room. Turning it on. Hits him with a stiff arm. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. He now has 61 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener. Fights off a defender. Turning on the Jets. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Seminoles.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. A lot of we ares inside that stadium today. Penn State is running away with things, and that offense looks unstoppable. They're up by 17 over Nevada. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Finds his man. It's Bernard. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Looking to throw at Simpson. Throws to the wideout. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
This one's complete. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Miller. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Miller. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's cut. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll give it to the back. And some room to work. Crosses the 45. It's a seam wide open. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Yeah, this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in Tallahassee going on. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to our guys at Bobby Bowden Field.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Seminoles will line up to kick off and start the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking to pass, it's Simpson. Oh, they're after him! And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense had...
He's loose. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting them get some positive yards.
He did not make it a stone wall on third down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. To the ground with the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Drills him with the stiff arm. He now has 111 yards rushing, and he goes over the century mark in this season opener. The Noles, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. The give is to Williams. He breaks a tackle. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Not much running room. He's got 1 down to the 12. And the Seminoles will hustle to the line. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Runs through a tackle. The Seminoles will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? The offense basically has the whole field in front of them, backed up close to their own end zone. He'll do it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Quickly out to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
Makes the catch at the 45. Quick step and go. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Here's the pressure. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
And how about at it, it's not just the arm. We've seen that today where he's picked them apart, put up some yardage, put on some touchdowns. Also showing you he can do it with his puppies. Taking off, running, getting the first down. Nice scramble. He's shown you a little bit of everything today.
Let's go. Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. Looking to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Florida State! And they take it in for 6 more points. And this dude is spinning flaming spears everywhere, and he is cutting apart this defense.
They're going to have Noel Nation doing the chop, getting excited, getting jacked up about this guy, because this is the kind of day that starts to bring even more momentum to this spot. Now you got a quarterback that you can really trust.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw. It's Simpson. Under fire. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. They'll send the back in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Makes the grab. It's Bernard. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. They'll go to the ground. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The give to the back. Oh, he's got a chance. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Knowles! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So 1st down will open up the final period. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Trying to set up the screen. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. They're going back to the ground. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And here comes the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The Seminoles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. The Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. Runs through the tackle.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Keeps it himself and gets to 1st. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop it.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Power football with the run. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. Takes the handoff. It's Washington. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hale. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
With the clock running, this should be the final play. Caught behind the line. It's Williams. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period.